So the build toolbar provides quick access to the build operations within a LabVIEW project. The build specifications we create and select in the Project Explorer window determines whether the buttons appear enabled or disabled. If we select multiple files, buttons might appear enabled that reflect the status of one file but not another. The first button is Build All. It completes builds for every build specification under the build specifications. Build selected. This completes the build for the build specification we select. And Run from build runs the completed build for the build specification we select. Next is the project toolbars button. The first one is Open Project. If we press it, then a dialog box opens from which we can select a project that we want to open. Next is Save Project, which saves the project. If we press it, then we have Filter Project View, which allows us to specify which nodes are visible in the Project Explorer window. Next is the project properties, which displays the project properties dialog box. And last one is Resolve Conflicts, which becomes enabled if we have some some conflicts that need resolving, and if we then press it, then the Resolve Project Conflicts dialog box would appear. Next is the Source Control Toolbar buttons. The Source Control Toolbar provides quick access to source control operations within a LabVIEW project. The source control status of the files we select in the Project Explorer window determines whether the buttons appear enabled or disabled. If we select multiple files, buttons may appear enabled that reflect the status of one file but not another. In my case, they are disabled because I have not configured a source control server on my system. So the first one is check out. This checks out the selected file from source control. If we try to edit the file in source control that we did not check out, LabVIEW prompts us to check out the file if we configured source control to enable the prompt. This button is enabled when we select a file in source control that we have not checked out. Next one is undo checkout, which cancels a previous checkout operation and restores the contents of the selected file to the previous version. Any changes we made to the file are lost. This button is enabled when we select a file in source control that we have checked out. Next one is check-in, which checks the selected file into source control. The version of the file in source control is updated to reflect the changes we made. This button is enabled when we select a file in source control that we have checked out. And the last one is add to source control, adds the selected file to source control. LabVIEW prompts us to add any dependent files such as subvis, to source control if we configured source control to enable the prompt. This button is enabled when we select a file that is not in source control. This operation is available after we save a file. Next we have the standard toolbar buttons. The first item is new, which displays the new dialog box, from where we can add a new object, a template or an control or library to our project. Next is open, which displays the file dialog box from which we can select a LabVIEW file to open. Next one is save all. This project, which saves all open documents in the current project, including the LabVIEW project. Cut cuts the current selection to the clipboard. Copy copies the selection to the clipboard. Paste pastes the selection from clipboard to the active document. And remove from project removes the current selection without copying it to the clipboard, using the remove from project button to remove items from the project explorer window. Does not delete the corresponding items on disk.